そんなに初恋の味が知りたいのかな。てめえしゃれたまねはファーストキスぐらい済ませてな。
Hey, welcome back to Quick Taku. My name is Zoini, and this time I've got 10 hot and heavy facts, gone sexual, for everybody's favorite stripper/shonen anime, Kill la Kill. Make sure you leave a comment saying who best girl is, and if it isn't Nonan, I'm gonna delete it. Seriously.
I cried, こんなもんじゃないんだって冗談をさってさえ君はいつもみたいにその手で
Kill la Kill was no stranger to running on a tight budget. While this is nothing new in the scope of many productions, Kill la Kill was on a particularly small budget in comparison to other shows which are airing at the same time. Hiroyuki Imaishi, one of Studio Trigger's co-founders and Kill la Kill's director, stated in an interview that they tried to use moments of limited animation as a means to better emphasize certain character traits. This can be seen in many of Mako's Hallelujah moments as a means of changing the pace, and also at times to suggest Nui Horime's inhumane features. It goes to show that the team at Studio Trigger are ultimately an incredibly creative group who can use limitations in their favor. While many are quick to praise Kill la Kill for its wild and memorable female cast, the original scripts, written by Kazuki Nakashima, intended for there to be an all-male cast. Further into production, many characters had their gender swapped to female. When addressing this change, Imaishi stated that while he loves powerful female characters, it was ultimately Nakashima's original script that made the characters in Kill la Kill as wild and lovable as they were. The voice actor for Guts, the Makan Shoko family dog, was credited throughout the entire season simply as a question mark. However, 2 days after the final episode was aired, Katsuyuki Konishi tweeted out a revelation that he was the man behind Man's Best Friend. Kill la Kill was set to be titled The Crimson Garment in its earlier scripts. However, Studio Ghibli decided that the title was too similar to that of Porco Rosso or The Scarlet Pig in English, and the title was reworked. The show was also intended to have a style more reminiscent of Penny and Stocking, another series which the staff of Studio Trigger have history with. Obviously, both of these were changed, giving Kill la Kill much more of the standout identity it later went on to boast. When asked in an interview about the possibility of a sequel or spin-off series in the same universe, Studio Trigger staff Takafumi Hori, Sushio, and Hiromi Wakabayashi had a fairly unanimous agreement that they considered Kill la Kill to be a finished project. Wakabayashi and Hori both mentioned that they were more excited to work on new series, with Hori explicitly mentioning that he wanted to apply the things that he learned from Kill la Kill into his future works. Sushio, however, stated that while he thought Kill la Kill was finished as an animated production, that he was still interested in the idea of an origin story comic series. Not so much a fact about Kill la Kill itself, but rather the staff behind it, the special documentary included within the DVDs mentions that a handful of staff inserted themselves as students at Honoji Academy. For example, the student who had the figures of Iron Man and Hulk was an insert character of key animator, lead character designer, and animation director of the show, Sushio. Sushio has also stated that he has no idea how to change his Twitter icon. Not really a fact, just kinda funny. On the subject of character designs, Tsumugu is actually the remains of Ryoko's original concept. Everybody's favorite tomboy was going to take it to the next level, touting a price gun as a literal bounty hunter. However, this was deemed to be too dark and the idea was ultimately reworked because of it. The price gun was repurposed into both Tsumugu's sewing machine guns and Okasan's money guns, and Ryoko changed from the bounty hunter to the one being chased by a bounty hunter. And Tsumugu's mohawk was supposed to be pink. Ryoko's original design resembled that of Satsuki's final design, featuring her with much longer hair. Later on into the series, Satsuki is depicted wearing Ryoko's uniform Senketsu, and this was ultimately a callback to Ryoko's original design. Senketsu also had some notable changes as time went on. Originally his mouth was supposed to be green rather than red, and after transformation, the exposed area around Ryoko's midriff was supposed to be covered in see-through stocking-like material. This idea was ultimately scrapped though, as the staff at Trigger thought that this made Ryoko feel overly sexualized. Ryoko also wasn't planned to have any sort of transformation sequences, and they were only added late into the show's development. After the decision to include transformations, Ryoko was intended to do a henshin pose during the process, though this didn't quite make it into the final version. Select staff even suggested that Senketsu and Junketsu could transform into mechas, however this was in clear violation of Trigger's strict no robots policy. Saving best girl for last, Nonan Jakuzure, oh, marry me, was supposed to be a punk rocker who used an electric guitar to attack using guitar riffs. Fever dreams aside, this obviously was swapped out in favor of her being in charge of the school marching band, as it better fit the high school setting. It's okay, Nonan. I still love you. And that's all we have for you this time. Make sure you don't lose your way on the way to the subscribe and like buttons. These outros are getting worse, aren't they? Nah, who cares? Thanks for watching.
Wow.